What's up, Weevils? Pigman T. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Shit, I feel honored. The Russian Girl song, send it. I think I saw it yesterday, but send it. What's up, Aeon? How you doing? De La Pleb liquidated again. Shit, man. Sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Alright, I see it. I see it. Why doesn't it want to go loud? Bro, this is some shit. Nice. I feel like this is when Russians first learned of like house music. Oh shit, it's time. Oh my god. All right. Thank you, Russian girls. Much appreciated. There we go. All right. Welcome everybody to, what day is it? Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a great start to your day. Obviously, there are a lot of world events going on today. Very crazy stuff to get to. So let's get started. Before we start off, a couple of disclaimers. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just a trader trading my own shit. For all the indicators I'll be using on stream, they can be found on the bapigindicator.com website. These guys make the best mathematics-based indicators on TradingView, so please check them out. They also have a bunch of free tools available, so do yourself a favor, get away from TA, get away from that triangle nonsense, and put some tools into your inventory. All right. There is a Discord available as well. Come hang out, come ask questions, learn new concepts, and it's a very good resource for people spotting occurrences as well. A lot of the people there have had a lot of experience with the tools, and they have a lot more eyes than just you and I. All right. Have a Twitter available also, so come follow me there for general shit posting, and I do my best to post occurrences outside of the stream. All right, let's get into the world markets. Biggest day of the year. Yeah, for some markets, definitely. For some markets, definitely. Oh, let's do a little bit of housekeeping first before we start off here. 1 second. All right, so some of the positions have been adjusted since the last stream. Let me see. How do I... Yes, perfect. All right, for FTM, I ended up closing the position up here for a small profit, and I ended up putting another one on a couple of hours ago, very similar in size. This was a pretty big dump, didn't want to be a part of it, and so I ended up taking that one off and putting it back on. I'm not too confident about this position, but we'll go into the reasons why over the course of the stream. Bitcoin position long calls has been kept. It's exactly the same as the one previously from the Tuesday stream. And on Ethereum, thankfully we had a straddle on because those puts ended up printing and actually subsidizing some of the losses that I ended up taking on the Bitcoin calls position. I've let those puts go. I am short 1,2400 put for 1 day from now. And I also picked up another 2,800 call, looking up for the time being. I'm on the call here with the customer. Z's, shit, man. Unfortunate. You should probably just be a part of the stream instead. All right. Excuse me. Jesus, my throat. All right, let's get into the world stuff. Let's start off with the indices as we usually do. A lot of the things took a pretty big dump today, but obviously the craziest one being the Russian market. This shit went off a cliff. Holy. And you know, this is the part where, you know, things like this do happen in markets, and as crazy as it is, you know, the whole idea, not even the whole idea, but the whole principle of markets being random is that sometimes you will see fat-tailed events like this, and it's just absolute insanity. Because most of the time things are nice and orderly, you know, you can make bets and everything's okay, and then one day you get a minus 45% dumper trumper. I am still holding positions in the Russian market. I ended up adding them to my portfolio. These are not trades, those were just ads essentially. But this was pretty big, obviously, with the news that there is, what would you call it? I guess most of the Western world would call it an invasion. I'm sure the Russians would disagree, however. MOEX RTSI, not doing so well. We are obviously at extremes here, HVZ being outside of the band, HVP printing 100 with HV at 134, and the mean is way outside of the third standard deviation band. So, oh no, actually the mean itself is not, the ZMA is. So this is obviously a pretty crazy event that we're seeing, and I think we actually like rolled something like 13 heads in a row. Let's see here. Let's adjust this to 0.01. Yeah, way out there. So crazy event with 0.01% probability of us staying inside the cone. We actually ended up going outside of the cone. Now, I do have some personal opinions maybe about the way that this is going to play out, but I'm by no means an expert in this. This is not an informed opinion, so I probably won't be sharing it too much, but nevertheless, I don't think that this will persist for very long, especially from the tools perspective. You know, we are at some crazy places here. Pigman has gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, my guy. You guys do so much for the tools already. No need to give, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Did anything else dump? Everything else is kind of down, but nothing too major, with US indices now looking kind of like complete garbage, actually. Okay, let's move on to the US stuff. How much time do we have? We have 9 minutes before the open. For the US stuff, let's start off with the Nasdaq. We see entropy moving down. I do have a 95% filter on, so it is looking for significant changes in price. Currently still on its way down, still a favorable environment for Delta traders. Not a good look. We are getting to a pretty crazy place on the HVP, currently at 96, could go to 100 and persist there for a undefined period of time. But I don't think betting on volatility expansions from this point on is sound. Maybe you have a different view on that. That is totally fine. But like, the place to bet on volatility expanding was when we were at some statistical extreme, when HVP was printing zeros all the way back in September. We're now seeing the craziness of that. And we have been looking for markets to get very volatile in 2022, with the weekly HVP being very low. It is currently at 75. Now, QCV is still turned up. I think if I'm not mistaken, let's take a look at the red list here. Entropy is now on its way down for the S&P 500, and QCV is pointed up, with the SSR going above the midband and rising. Ang Pao Pao gifted 3 months of tier 1 subs to Pigman. Thank you very much. Thank you. Much appreciated. Wow. All right, let's take a look at the S&P. No, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Where's Nasdaq? Nasdaq entropy still moving down. HVP still expanding on the weekly. QCV turned up. Obviously, the big changes in price are still expected to the downside. We are currently at the second expected move for the weekly. You have a 95% chance of closing this week above 13,143 for Nasdaq, and I do think we are actually at an expected move for the monthly on the S&Ps. With very few days to find out. Yeah, you have a 70% chance of closing the month above 43. Is that right? Yeah, 43.56. And you have how many days? You have 2 trading days to find out. Wow. And keep in mind, you do make theta over the weekend as well. For the monthly, you are also approaching the second standard deviation band on the new mean pro, so we are getting to an extreme there as well. Now, overall, this doesn't look good with entropy moving down on the monthly. This will take a long time to resolve itself. SSR moving above the mid band. The way this chart is set up, we might be looking at a pretty crazy event, and actually kind of at the start of it here, with the first red print on the monthly, SSR printing red still, HVZ moving up, QCV crossing down, and SSR above the midband. Not a good look for the monthly S&Ps at all. Wow. Okay. Okay. For the daily, where were we? Nasdaq or the S&Ps? Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit out of it. Okay, let's take a look at Nasdaq. We are approaching the lower band of the mean, and we're approaching the upper band of the SSR. There's still some more room to go on this, but not a lot. So if we do see an extreme in either one of these, the assumption that I'll be making is that we are unlikely to persist in this fashion right here, right now. For me, that is definitely a tradable event. With how things got with Russia today too, a lot of people are in a sheer panic. Like the whole BBC thing of just, you know, this is World War III, everybody prepare yourselves, like everything is dead. You know, like, maybe, but does it happen today? Does it happen right here, right now? Is all the liquidity just gonna get pulled? I don't know. Over the long term, I agree. The charts kind of look like shit, especially now that we have monthlies moving down. That's kind of crazy. But you do see some things at extremes here, which could spell, you know, short term up. For today, for Nasdaq, you have 95% chance of closing the day above 13,090. We're not that far off from it at all. We're just actually right above it. But obviously we are going to open down and the picture doesn't look so good. All right, let's get into the cryptos. Bitcoin, QCV turned up. As long as this persists, I would assume that there will be higher variance in the price of Bitcoin. Also, we are still betting on that HVP expanding. Volatility still low, HVP at 25, rising from the 0. So this is likely to continue for the next, 30, 60, 120 days. How's Gazprom? Gazprom is not doing well. Gazprom is not doing well. We'll take a look at some Russian stocks if you want it later on. Yeah, Gazprom took a little bit of a shit today. Just a quick little 45% dump. All good. I mean, as far as okay, maybe we'll leave it for now. All right, let's get into Bitcoin stuff. The mean is still below the mid band, approaching the lower bands soon. TM not currently there. SSR moving up, HVZ moving up, and still expecting higher volatility. Hearst being in trend. So we do have autocorrelation present, and we also have room for volatility to keep expanding. I have not looked at oil yet. I've not looked at oil yet. We'll take a look soon. Volatility has room to expand, and we do have autocorrelation present, which would suggest that positive returns are likely to get followed by positive returns, and negative returns are likely to get followed by negative returns. Currently, the big changes in price are still expected to the downside. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum HVZ also spiking. I was mentioning this on Tuesday's stream that, hey, likely you see volatility very soon. I was targeting somewhere over the next 30 days. Looks like we started to get that a lot sooner from the current events. A couple of things of note here. Volatility still has plenty of room to go. SSR moving up. Hearst is in trend, and significant changes are expected to the downside. 95% chance we close today above 2276. All right, anything on the weekly here? Let's see where we are on the first expected move for the weekly. 70% chance we close the week above 2338, and for Bitcoin 35,221. So let's get into the majors. Stand with, oh my god, who fucking started that? Oh, bro. All right, we are speedrunning the ban, and we're also speedrunning Vlad getting into trouble in Russia. Perfect. Perfect. All right, vote is cast. Good thing I can fix the votes. All right. Obviously we make fun, but obviously it fucking sucks when people die, because it's not going to be the people that play the games that are dying. It's going to be the people on the front lines, and it's just, it's people's sons and fathers, and it's shit. It's shit. I probably won't voice anything further than that. War is bad, don't do it, kids. But in tough times, it's better to make fun of shit than not. At least that's how I feel. I don't know. that's probably not how Inkosh feels, but that's all right. All right. All right, let's get looking at some of the major stuff. How did the market open, by the way? Yeah, down open today. Okay, below the second expected move. You have a 1% chance of closing today below 4,078, and we're quickly approaching that. TLTs are moving up. HEZ is spiking. Now, for all of the 7% inflationistas over here, rates are moving back down. Rates are moving back down. I don't know how likely it will be that the Fed is quote-unquote able to raise rates. I don't think they do that anyway, but maybe that's a story for another day. Certainly is not spelling inflation at the current moment. Volatility at 36 with entropy still moving down. Still favorable environment for Delta traders. Very, very rare that we see this in the VIX, because usually we don't see big moves unless something crazy happens. Still have room on volatility here for the VIX. HVP currently at 90. Let's check oil. Yes, let's check oil. No inflation confirmed. Oil going for a run today. Holy shit. And we have a poll winner. Fuck. All right, so what's within the range of probabilities for oil? I think it is currently at something crazy already. Let's go back to 1% here, and let's set it to some extreme place like 59 bars. Are we pumping? Did Putin say words or what? So oil is getting to some crazy probabilities here, already between the 5% and the 1% cone. Now, keep in mind that with something like this, like black swan events do happen. Fat tail risk does exist, so we might see some craziness outside of the cone. But nevertheless, the probabilities persist. You have somewhere between a 5 and a 1% chance of continuing to go higher right here, right now. If you are betting on upside, you are betting on getting somewhere between 4.32 and 6.64 heads in a row, still within the range of probabilities. If we set these out wider, for example, to the 0.1% probability, if oil gets to 150 over some more time to 193, which are pretty scary numbers, still within the range of probabilities, which would be pretty insane to see. And I'm pretty sure that Poppy's going to use it as an argument that inflation does in fact exist, and it is way over 7%. Currently, the big changes in price are still expected to the upside. Anything extreme here? HVZ spiked above the band. This can persist for a while. It can take a little break for a couple of days and then reset. In terms of price, you have a 1% chance of closing above 98.96 today. So do keep that in mind if you are taking longs here. All right, the other big one is gold. We've been expecting volatility in gold since I think like November. January. Let's say January. Looks like we're starting to get that now, with significant changes in price still expected to the upside. QCV still turned up. This move is still going. SSR above the mid band and is now moving up. Mean is approaching the second standard deviation band, but not quite there yet. And HVZ is spiked as well outside of the band. So we are getting to some crazy places here on gold. But I will reiterate that we have plenty of room for volatility to go. Say bye to Pigman T. Dude's gotta go to sleep. Have a good one, bro. It's very kind of you to join us in chat, and I really hope that you know, we can still use your brain power to make more and more tools, because these tools are fucking awesome. My guy, well done. All right, powerful. Powerful. Yeah, I will reiterate that probably volatility in gold does persist over the next 120 or so days. Nothing too statistical about that metric. It's just something I use as a rule of thumb to make an assumption on when that volatility can be realized. All right, anything else that would have moved today? Let's take a look at the US defense stocks. Let's take a look at Raytheon and Lockheed Martin. Wow, Raytheon down on the day. Raytheon down on the day. Dividends coming up. Yeah, that's fine. Where is expected moves? Still within the first expected move for today. Entropy moving up. Not a favorable environment for Delta traders on Raytheon. Anything too extreme here? No, not really. Would keep an eye on this SSR moving up, though. Could spell a trending move. Let's take a look at LMT, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, Lockheed Martin is up. And actually getting to an unlikely place. Yeah, also somewhere between the 5 and the 1% cone. So if you are betting long here, you are betting on getting somewhere between 4.32 heads in a row and 6.64 hits in a row. However, as long as entropy is moving down, I would expect this to be a favorable environment for Delta traders with significant changes in price expected to the upside. Anything else that's crazy here? No, Hearst is in trend. This is a longer period Hearst at 365-day sampling period. All right, how's ICOA doing? Okay, ICOA is expected to open down. That makes sense. That makes sense. How's Bitcoin? Yeah, damn, that SSR and the QCV certainly not looking good with this kind of setup. Oh man. All right, that's fine. I honestly don't think that this this conflict will persist for too long. From the on the ground, not that I'm at the front lines, but from the people I've spoken to here, you know, most of them have been pretty cynical. They essentially just expect the worst always, just because from a historical perspective, but I am a little bit more hopeful. I don't think that this will persist for too long. I don't think there's any advantage gained by actually invading Ukraine or taking over that territory. Now, keep in mind, this is my personal opinion. This is not an educated opinion. I'm just speculating. And I don't think it's going to be good for anyone. I think the main concern here is really whether NATO will continue to attempt to move. Dude says they're cynical. Man, I mean, it's true. I think the main concern here is with NATO more so than who owns Ukraine, honestly, because because the situation is just not good overall. So I personally don't think that this will persist for too long. At least I hope that it doesn't. And I'm also not only hoping that, I am also betting that way. Lots of footage here. Yeah, I don't think I can actually watch that footage on the stream. Oh, I definitely can't watch that footage on the stream. Yeah, all right. I'll leave that for my personal time. Did Russia checkmate NATO over Ukraine? I think there will be consequences. The funny thing is that I don't think NATO would have ever let Ukraine into NATO. Like, they don't have a very big budget for shit. They don't have a very solid military. There are Oh man, I'm gonna get fucking I'm gonna speed run events so fucking fast. Let's put it this way, it's not a favorable environment for business because usually there's some sort of corruption going on. Like, don't get me wrong, there's corruption in the entire world, but nevertheless you need some minimal amount of it in order to actually be able to facilitate business. And it just, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation. I'm actually pretty worried about the China-Taiwan thing. Why am I not on the front line? Because we are not getting conscripted. Because there have been no extra demand for forces. This is actually partially why I also think there will not be an invasion into Ukraine. Like, it's a pretty solid indicator that we're probably going to be in and out of there quick, destroying critical military infrastructure, and then moving on. Then moving on. All right. We looked at oil. Let's take a look at nat gas, because that's the other one. And I think somebody tweeted this. I think Daniel Lakai. All the Russian exports. No, maybe not. Nat gas on the daily, coming off the second expected move, you had 95% chance of closing the day below 4.91, $4.91. Anything else that's crazy here? No. Looks like volatility is cooling for the time being, but this could potentially be a trending move with the SSR above the mid band and now moving further up. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I want to take a look at what else Russia is accountable for exporting. Those might be some pretty damn interesting markets. Yeah, Gazprom's still pushing gas out to Ukraine. Okay, fine. War in Ukraine, fine. Yeah, I don't see it. All right. Lukoil is goodbye here. Let's see. Yeah, bro, shit's been getting killed. Shit's been getting killed. I mean, as far as extremes go, like, yeah, HEZ, HEP at 100, mean way out there, and you are at some crazy probabilities. Can this persist? Yes. Yes, it can. What's Lukoil? It is a Russian company that I believe refines and sells oil. The other major one is Gazprom. This is for natural gas. Yeah, also in a shitter. I think most of the shit in Russia is gonna be crazy today. And then nickel. Oh shit, nickel's actually doing okay. Lukoil's getting oil checked. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, crazy day in the Russian markets. And I think also the other one is USD ruble. At 86. 6%, 6.5% jump on the day. Crazy move in a currency. Absolutely nutty move in a currency. You know, we rarely see these kind of events unfold, so from the market perspective, it's just insane to see this shit. Oh man, nice to own dollars. Yeah, how's the US stuff doing? By the way, Dixie's also up. And this basket is weighed mostly against euro. I think this basket is like 60% euro. So keep that in mind. Entropy moving down, QCV turning up, room to go on volatility, HVZ spiking, autocorrelation with a lag of 1 present, and SSR moving up as well. 99% chance we close today on Dixie below 97,393. Yo, what's up, Chili Willy? Coin hit 52-week low. Let's take a look. You know what would be interesting is it's probably Tesla as well. Oh, they got earnings today. Bro, Coinbase has fucking earnings today. Shit, I wonder how volatility is in this. Yeah, at least on the 4-hour, you got some room currently at 88 with HVZ moving up. Let's take a look at Tesla. Down 3% on the day. Man, Tesla's not looking good. We were outlining this on Tuesday that, hey, entropy is moving down. QCV was moving up, and Hearst was in trend at the time, and you do still have room for volatility, I think, on the daily as well. Yeah, on the daily as well. Hearst is in trend also on the daily. This is unlikely to persist, however, for much longer in this fashion, as SSR is moving above the top band already. Oh, let's take a look at Hex. That's a good one. Man, Dickie Hart's not doing too hot, hey? Dickie Hart is not doing too hot. 95% chance we close above 12.64 cents. You boys are reading into it all a lot. I remember when Trump droned the Gen people thought Iran was gonna land on US shores. Yeah, man, people seem to extrapolate a lot. Like, not that bad shit doesn't happen. Bad shit does happen, but I feel like it's a lot more rare than than people think. It's like something bad happens and everybody immediately goes to World War III. It might also be the effect of like BBC just constantly fucking pounding that. I don't know who that helps. I honestly don't know who it helps to constantly just think, oh, World War III, so be fucking afraid. BBC. God damn it. Yeah, that's a good one. 107. Yeah, you're not really anywhere crazy on Hex quite yet, though, and you got plenty of room for volatility to keep expanding. The 12-hour is currently at 15. This scenario was outright nuts, but people kept spinning it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting next week when, you know, we either see like actual what would you say, continuation of this event, or the news cycle completely stops and everything goes for a nice little pump. I hope there's social distancing in the troop transports. It'll drive CNN crazy if they don't. I guess that's why they canceled QR codes over here. They canceled all the QR code shit here in my home city, and I think pretty much everywhere in Russia. So the soldiers can be, you know, closer together. people start following social distancing once the bomb starts throwing. Jesus Christ. Bro, that was the craziest part about the pandemic, is everybody went out to get toilet paper. Like, why wouldn't you get food first? What are you gonna need the toilet paper for? You don't have food. Fucking crazy. Nice, coming off that second expected move now. All right, we looked at Hex. Anything else you guys want to look at, let me know. I would be more than happy to take a look at it. Let's take a look at SPT. Sterling Bancorp. I think you've shutted this one out before. Hearst entering trend. Nice. Big changes in price expected to the upside. Nice. HVP, plenty of room to go. Now, is this a worthwhile delta trade? We don't have entropy quite yet. There isn't much else in the way except for maybe the Hearst, but that doesn't necessarily suggest that it's worth to bet delta. Like, you might just want to bet, or I would probably want to bet volatility instead. Maybe let's take a look at a 4-hour. Yeah, I'd probably want to make a volatility bet on something like this, especially because you probably have options on this. Look at that one on 3-day and weekly. Let's take a look. So for the 3-day, SSR still below the mid-band. You do have the QCV in your favor. Mom is kind of moving on down, and the mean has started printing reds. And let's take a look at the weekly. QCV turned up. Yeah, the weekly looks much better. It'd be nice to have entropy on this. Likely a trending move incoming on the weekly. This is way outside of the bottom band for the weekly. But on something like this, like I'd be really wanting to put on a volatility bet. I don't know how wide the bid ask is on the options, but it's a pretty damn good candidate, especially as volatility has started rising already. Let's take a look at a 3-day again. Yeah, we don't have the SPT. Oh, that's not it. Than Kong, no. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we don't have those metrics yet. Yeah, 2-day HVP very low as well. Not a bad find. Not a bad find at all. Are we moving up? Is it pump time? Let's go. On the low term time frames, let's actually take a look at that on the cryptos. SSR above the mid band. Entropy a bit confusing here. Maybe if we put the filter onto it. Thoughts on major indices? Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll take a look here. Yeah, not a favorable environment for delta traders here, as you are in a rising entropy environment. and VRT actually suggesting not a random walk. There is some sort of inefficiency here that is likely to get traded away. All right, let's take a look at the indices. How did we do in the first half an hour of trading? Yeah, man, the US markets don't look good from a longer term perspective. Like, this is the way you said VRT is so pretty. Thanks, man. It's yeah, I think I just have the areas and then I have these on 25% opacity. It's really the long-term stuff that's worrisome. Now, it doesn't mean we can't go for a pump in the meantime, but with entropy moving down, significant changes in price expected to the downside, QCV moving up, some room for both the HVZ and the HVP to go, and SSR getting above the mid-band. It doesn't look very fucking good. It doesn't look good at all. We have very few days. We have today, tomorrow, and then Monday left in this month. We are, I think, at the first expected move for the month on some of these indices. No, actually, disregard that Nasdaq. But even on the monthly, entropy has now started moving down. Like, over the long term, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. But over the shorter term, looking at the daily, you know, you are getting to some crazy places here. One of them is the HVP printing a 96. Some room left on this to go, but not that much. Not that much. We could cool for, you know, next 30 days, something like that. Does that have to happen? No, this can persist for an undefined period of time. The other one is the SSR moving close to the upper band. If this does move above it, and even now, it's just unlikely to persist in this fashion right here, right now. Still a favorable environment for Delta traders, and the mean is getting to the second standard deviation band. So I think, you know, we're closer to some upside than not. How long that upside will last, where it will go, we'll have to kind of gauge as we go along. You know that we don't do shit like targets over here. The market is random. We have probabilities for stuff. We can look at what's in the range of probabilities. We can also look at, you know, what's unlikely to happen. For example, 95% chance we close higher up on the S&Ps for today. But yeah, over the long term, it's starting to look scary. The other part is, like, on the more fundamental side, you know, we're very close to some inversions in the yield curve. This is certainly going to send a lot of the boomers into a recessionary panic. From what I've been listening to from the Alhambra investment guys, and I suggest you guys go check them out because they do a great job of breaking down all of this stuff. At best, I'm repeating it. There are inversions in the euro-dollar futures market, which is a more liquid, more significant market, and that actually suggests dollar tightness over the next 18 months, something like that. You know, that kind of preceded the 2008 panic sell-off. It wasn't necessarily the mortgage bonds themselves. It was lack of dollars in the system. It was lack of dollars in the system, and that's currently kind of where we're headed now. Certainly with the Europe tensions, it's not helping anything. It's not helping anything. Let's see. Nasdaq Smp very, very similar. I wonder how the Russell 2000 is doing actually. Yeah, on the daily, entropy moving down, QCV looks like it wants to go for a cross up. Volatility is high though, and SSR approaching the upper band there as well. Yeah, so the repo market is an interesting one. Like, last time this shit started breaking down, I was actually talking to Christ about it. Last time he was mentioning that, hey, you know, if we're gonna see some sort of deflationary bust, likely we see repo rates spike like they did that one day when everybody, I don't know if you guys remember this, repo rates went from like 0% or whatever, 0.1 to like 10% in one day. And then the Federal Reserve established a reverse repo facility where they essentially swap, fuck, I don't remember. It's either cash for collateral or collateral for cash. Yeah, but anyways, the point being is that it's getting used up. And I don't know if that alleviates anything. I don't think it does. I think the euro-dollar curve inversion wouldn't have happened if shit was working. Like, it's essentially people hedging. And they're hedging in an extremely wide market that the Federal Reserve is going to be wrong, that they're not going to be able to raise rates, and that rates are going to be falling, which would imply a deflationary environment, not a stimulative one. WTI, let's take a look. Yeah, put 96 coming off of the third expected move. 99% chance we close below 98,119 for today. Let's take a look at the weekly. See if we can get, maybe if I go to US oil, we'll get more data. %70 chance we close below 96.67 for the week. 1.5. Yeah, 2 trading days to find out. Also, the VIX on the weekly doesn't look very good. Doesn't look very good at all, with entropy moving down, QCV moving up. Room to go on the HVP and SSR being above the mid-band. This was... sorry. Fuck off. This was the Rona dump. We saw very similar conditions with entropy moving down, the mean printing greens. It actually took us some time too. It took us some time, and mom being positive, obviously big changes expected to the upside. Very brutal. I wonder how QCV was over there. Yeah, QCV went for a fucking run. SSR being above the mid-band. Very, very similar conditions. Yields falling today, yeah. Yeah. We see the long end. I wonder how the short end is doing. Come on now. And we see the short end falling today, I guess, but spiking overall. Biden to make address on Ukraine at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 General Mountain Time. Keep an eye out on that. I'm assuming sanctions. Rhetoric, probably no military action. LMT, yeah, we took a look at that today. Let's take a look. The big changes are still expected to the upside. Entropy moving down, suggesting a favorable environment for Delta traders. First is in trend over the longer term. Some room to go on volatility, currently sitting at 70. I think the probability is going to be a big one, 57 bars back. Yeah, somewhere between the 5 and the 1% cone. Wait for Russia to overextend, then bring the fight to the motherland. I wonder how much more time we got on the Russian indices. Let's take a look. We got 53 minutes left to go. Yeah, wheat futures. I'm assuming wheat and corn will pump. I think that's those two are pretty important markets, pretty important exports from Russia. Wheat future. Yeah, this shit's going for a run. Oh my god. Crazy. HVP at 100 already. Unlikely to persist in this fashion. SSR is way out there, but obviously with geopolitical effects, this might be affected for a longer period of time. Let's take a look at corn too. Yeah, corn moving as well. No, man, I feel okay. I don't know. I feel like the shit in the U.S. with the healthcare is mostly because of insurance. Like I don't understand why shit should be that expensive. I think in the, what was it, 60s, 70s, I think childbirth cost like $20. And then now it's like fucking $5,000 a child or something like that. It's nuts. I actually don't know how much is U.S. child birth cost. Yeah, the average cost of a vaginal delivery is between 5,000 and 11,000. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Bro, that's literally a small car. Dude, that's nuts. I'm gonna post this video, guy on Rogan. Yeah, post it. Small car costs 60% more. Fair enough. Where'd you post the video? Media to consume? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Pig visited the Twitch chat today. Felt honored. I wonder what's his social credit rating. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Let's go. Powerful social credit. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. That's probably why he hasn't been around, man. Go on Discord, minus 10 points. Bro, that place is so fucked up. Talk a lot of shit when he's not around. Talking shit, minus 20 points. They actually got like a minus for gossiping, bro. I swears. Who is emailing you videos? That's such a boomer thing to do. Bro, my mom emails me videos all the time. I'm like, stop. It's not how we do it anymore. Your own TikToks. Bro, that'd be so weird. Because like a lot of people have kids nowadays that actually do TikTok, you know, like so they are moms who TikTok, and like 10 fucking years it's gonna be like, Mom, what did you do when you were young? Oh, I made dancing videos. What was that fucking Kim Kardashian video? Kim K explaining to North. Oh god, this is so fantastic.
My name is Kim Kardashian.
No.
And Daddy is Kanye West. And Daddy is a singer, performer, artiste. Mommy has so many talents I can't even begin to name them. My name is Kim Kardashian.
No.
And Daddy is
So
Kanye
good.
West.
Mommy has so many talents. Too many. Hung Pow Pow, thank you for the tier 1 sub, bro. Jesus, thank you. New York Fed postpones Treasury mortgage-backed securities buys due to technical issues. That could be a thing. I wonder how Liquid is doing. Junk and all that shit. You got offered free OnlyFans. Bro, you didn't even know what OnlyFans was, you boomer. What's OF? I know what FU is. I know that one. That one's He thought she like didn't complete the sentence. It's like, what do you mean of? Of what? Had a wild short open last night. Shit, it was wild. Hey, Jesus. What's up, Randover? Bro, you don't even know who the real Smintz is. You shorted Ukrainian mail order brides? How could you? How could you? You just got audio. Yo, the stream's being recorded, Henry. You are welcome to rewatch later. Bro, those short puts are fucking printing. Those one data expiry 2400s, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. What's the... Let's take a look at the hourly. No, Ethereum. Still got some room on the SSR here on the mean, and entropy's moving down. Like, we should manage these at 50% profit. Yeah, I mean, it's just the one. It's a short put on Ethereum 2400, one data expiry. I took it this morning. Yeah, fuck it, you're probably right. Yeah, whatever, fucking close this shit. I mean, 50%. Done. It's done. It's done, Annex. It's all your fault. By the way, do we have options on USDC now? No. USDC to $1, guys. You heard it here first. Alright, so current position, just holding some calls. They're fucking far out of the money though. 2800s and 3200s. These are 60 days out. Right? 60 days out still? Yeah, 63 days out. So we got some time on these, carrying less than 1 Ethereum long. I'm gonna continue managing this as we go along. I'll update you guys hopefully on stream. Look up lumber. Let's take a look at lumber. We actually haven't seen lumber in quite a while. LMBS, is that right? No, is it LPS? Random length lumber futures. Ah, shit. Almost back at the high. Not a random walk. Not a random walk on the daily. This is likely to get traded away. Currently, the big changes in price are expected to the upside. Room on volatility to go. The probability cone is kind of getting up there. Also, how's FTM doing? Not bad. Yeah, like not much on lumber futures to bet on. You could bet on probability. The fact that it's up so much since we had this big dump. This was post Rona too. This was post Rona. This was the Fed is doing crazy shit, and this was post Rona already. I mean, you could make a bet on Verity. It makes sense to put some deltas on. Probably up. European nat gas prices. What's the ticker on European nat gas prices? Because nat gas itself isn't up very high, but holy fuck. What's the ticker on this? Do we have one? EU nat gas. Jesus. Dixie's going crazy. Dixie. The scary shit about these markets, you know, like as much as we like to analyze them day by day, there's problems on like the weeklies and the monthlies. And this is gonna take so fucking long. Like look at volatility on Dixie, HVP at 23, rising from a 0. We got room to go on this shit. Big changes expected to the upside. Entropy moving down. Keep in mind this is jeez, I just lost my train of thought. I just read N log and that completely blanked my mind. This is on the weekly, so this is gonna take some time, but damn, entropy moving down. Oh, I was gonna mention that it's 60% euro, but nevertheless. Expect volatility in currencies, especially USD versus euro. So this is going to take some time. Entropy moving down, QCV moving up. Some room to go on volatility for the daily, currently at 76. SSR above the mid band. Autocorrelation present. It's crazy for 7.5% inflation. Why would people want the US dollar? Who the fuck? 1 second, please. Price of gas in Europe increased by 57% in a day. Yeah, that's what I was. What the fuck is it? Hey, honey, can I put it in your butt? I mean, he's got a point. All right, maybe I can just show this chart. And we're not going to be able to get the tools on it, but nevertheless. EU nat gas. This is dailies. That's a fucking crazy jump. That's a fucking crazy jump. But hey, we should build wind farms and shit. Yeah, let's do that. What else is up? TTF gas, UK gas. Both up almost 60% on the day. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro, you don't get it. It's so crazy how you don't get it. India casually making a commercial flight through Ukraine. Shit. Yeah, man, like don't trust everything you read on Twitter, honestly. You know, I think India's pretty damn well aware of what the fuck's going on. Oh my god, prices change because of reasons other than inflation. For you to have inflation, you gotta inflate something. Just because the definition says it's a change in price doesn't make it so. Yeah, that's crazy if India's flying shit through Ukraine. I don't know why they would do that. That's kind of silly. That's actually really silly. New prices rise, it's called inflation. It's called a definition because that's what it is. No, man. It's that definition prevents you from making sound decisions. Like What is freight? What are you yelling at me for? No, because they changed it. They literally changed it. Yeah, I don't agree with the definition because it's dumb. It's called a change in price. It's not called inflation. Like, for you to have inflation, you gotta inflate something. What are you what's freight stocks? Like, I don't think that's the ticker you're giving me, right? Yeah, what do you want me to look at? Like UPS? Dead. Let's check FedEx. Well, I guess it's the first time in the history of the world that a definition has been incorrect. Dead. Lots of room for volatility to go, by the way. Bro, what the fuck happened to FedEx? And then, like, okay, if all changes in price are inflation, then, like, is this deflation? Are we going through deflation right now? Is that what's happening? Or is this okay, so this is deflation. Okay. So how would the 7.5% metric help you when you have inflation in some shit and deflation in other shit? Like, how are you gonna weigh that? Is it per dollar? CPI, he says. All right. All right, my guy. Bro, I sent you so many videos. I've sent you so many videos. I've tried so hard. Annex, you still thinking you're talking to Smiths. You still think you're talking to Smiths. You're not talking to Smiths, my friend. As much as I agree. Nice time. Yo, just don't ban him, okay? Because that shit now affects, I think, like other channels. Like, inflation is a thing, and we could be experiencing inflation, but the CPI is not a metric of inflation. It's a metric of changes in price in a certain basket. It's not, it's not... Go back to the original definition of inflation, like when they measured it in the 60s, and then take a look at when it was changed and why it was changed. And then see how you can make better decisions when you can actually measure money. Yeah, but see, the problem with that even is like, okay, even if we take that on its face value, like the $100 basket of goods change in quality. Productivity goes up. Like a cell phone today is not a cell phone when it was first made. And even before that, there were no cell phones. So like price can go up, but you could be getting twice as much cell phone, for example. No, price is the only thing that's random. Well, it's not the only thing that's random, but prices are random. Like it's the same. Oh my god. I just saw a picture that Unk posted. What the fuck is a Oberes Budimi band, and what is a Unteres Budimi band? What is a Budimi? Bumidi? What? Oh. This fucking shit. Look at this. Jesus. Hey guys, I got a average of prices from the past. I now know the future. I now know the future. If you could only average everything in the past, we would all be very rich. All right, how are the markets doing? S&P down 1.37% currently. Nasdaq under 1%, around 1%. Nice move off of the second expected move. You had 95% chance of closing the day above there, 41.29. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq coming off of the low for today, also 95% chance of closing above 13,094 for today, 70% chance we close above 13,352. Let's get a distribution of dick sizes. Let's take a look at cryptos. Down 5.8% on the day. Definitely a hedge against world instability. 70% chance we close above 24.57 for Ethereum. Plenty of room on volatility to go, and 70% chance we close above 35,917 for Bitcoin today. The scary parts are the QCV, the Hearst being in trend, plenty of room on volatility still to go. I'd still remain long on volatility over the next 60, 120 days. I think that's the play to make. Not a good look, especially where the SSR is. We got some room. Oh, why did FTX log me out, please? Bro, how the fuck do you know my schedule? What's going on here? Did you hack me? Bro, Adobe is the real war hedge. Everybody needs Photoshop. FTX. You have a V. An innie. Roast beef sandwich.
Go ahead, Don.
I'll start with the previous architecture for security in Europe. You have Germany divided in 4 parts. Mostly that a concession, by the way, by the Soviet Union, because the Soviet Union really defeated Germany. And perhaps you could make a case also that...
One Putin speech to save my bags. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Let's do a little quick recap here. For disclosure purposes, I'm going to keep my long positions for the time being. At least for today. I might shuffle some shit around tomorrow, seeing how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted on the progress here. Overall, I think there are things that are concerning in the markets, especially over the long term. But let's do a quick little recap here. Let's go to the daily. For today on Ethereum, we probably closed somewhere between 2,457 and 2,700 even. For Bitcoin, somewhere between 35,918 and 38,515. Keep an eye on the QCV. Hearst is now in trend. Lots of room for volatility. I think the play here is volatility. I might give up some profit in order to make sure that my trade is successful. HVZ above the mid-band, SSR above the mid-band, and both are rising, and there is autocorrelation present. So certainly looks like downside for now over as long as we're below the due, but for today, I think somewhere within the first expected moves is more probable than not. For Nasdaq and the S&Ps, not looking like a good day, and certainly not looking like a good setup. Some room to go to the second standard deviation band on the mean. SSR has plenty of room to go. Entropy still moving lower, suggesting a favorable environment for Delta traders. Overall for this week. For this week, we have a 95% chance of closing above 41.38, 70% chance of closing above 42.75. So keep that in mind. If you are betting short right here, right now, we close the week tomorrow, so it's just unlikely here for this week. Next week, there are new probabilities coming out, so new opportunity for the monthly. Let's take a look at the S&Ps. We got Monday as a trading day. On the monthly, things are also not looking too hot. HVZ rising. Obviously, this is going to take a very long time. SSR above the mid-band rising, and entropy moving down. Although right here, right now, you are on the second standard deviation band for the mean. So you are getting to some extremes on the monthly here. Also, you are between the first and the second expected move with 2.5 trading days to find out. So be very careful if you're putting on shorts right here, right now. You are in some unlikely territories, and we're likely to close the week higher, but overall not a good look, especially with that entropy moving down. That's kind of scary. On the daily, SSR still rising, approaching that top band. Damn, not a good look at all. Things to keep an eye on also are gold, likely higher volatility. Currently, big changes in price are expected to the upside. Nice move above the third expected move for today, coming off of that. And yeah, all right. I will not be back tomorrow. I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter if I change anything over on my positions. But I will be doing my driving lessons, as Chili Willy correctly pointed out. I wish you all a very good weekend, and obviously if you are in a conflict region in Ukraine, I wish you all the best. I genuinely do, because governments war, people suffer, right? Yeah, it's not good. But nevertheless, it is what it is. We can't change it. Well, at least I can't change it, but I can trade. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of fun with you guys, and we'll be back next week. With more stuff. All right, guys, enjoy the weekend. Thank you.
Everybody know I got pounds. Get down. Talking in got pounds. Get down.